To help the team win. I'm big on accepting my role, and I accepted my role no matter what it was. So maybe my role wasn't to take threes, not to not take threes, but that's not my first look.
Right.
And so I accept my role, and I just try to work every day to compete and play in that role to help the team win.
Are your options still open in terms of entering the draft, not entering the draft, or have you made up your mind there?
I haven't made up my mind. We're still seeing how the process goes.
Is there like a minimum position you would need to be in? Somebody tell you that were in first round. Would you leave if you might be a second rounder? How does that thought process go?
It's really just seeing what's best for me, the best opportunity for me, the best fit for me, what's going to be able to help me be successful in the future. So it obviously be a lot of talks, a lot of communication, a lot of meeting with the people around my circle, the ones I trust. So it'd be a lot of talks and just seeing what's best for me.
Has it been encouraging so far what you've heard from NBA types?
Yeah, it has been, and just knowing that I'm right there. I think that's probably the most encouraging thing. Not even hearing what people have to say, but just knowing that I'm right here. Like I'm at the combine. I'm one step closer to just keep working. That's probably the most encouraging thing.
And do you feel like you're playing with other guys at your level that are thinking about going into the draft?
Yeah.
You feel like you've hung in there pretty well with those guys?
Yeah, I have. And it's a lot of guys here that are older. I'm only 19. And I'm still, here competing, trying to get better, learning. I think that's the biggest thing, just using all this as a learning opportunity.
And you feel like the door to Texas is still open though, right?
Yeah.
Are you leaning one way or the other right now?
It's hard to say. Kind of. Because obviously this is my dream, this was the goal. So of course I'm definitely leaning more towards this, just as far as, feeling like it's the right moment, competing, getting better, my work ethic, and just believing in myself, betting it all on myself. So definitely leaning more towards this, as I can say.
So it would take somebody saying you're not going to get drafted. It sounds like to me somebody would have to tell you some negative stuff for you to back out of it.
Most likely, yeah, 100%.
Quick question. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Quick question. With that being said, do you think, a game like today, you're able to, regardless of, what was the statue and stuff, that you were able to show that you're able to do stuff without the ball and make an impact on the court, regardless of, scoring or even...
Yeah, I think that's been my game as far as, Mount Verde, Texas, even if I'm scoring or not scoring, making ways to impact. So I felt like here, just talking on defense, doing the small things. There's a lot of great players here, and it might be hard to really kind of show what you have in the games because everybody's trying to do that. So, and there's only one ball, and there's 10 people on the court. So it's kind of hard to do that, but just doing the little things that teams look for, talking on defense, making plays, getting other people open, things like that.
And last thing is, it seems like, your approach is a very selfless approach.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have the ball or not.
Yeah.
What is something that, led to you really just knowing, I just want to be a winning impact player, a guy who, regardless of touching the rock or not, I want to help the team win?
I'm always about winning. That's my biggest thing. You look at Mount Verde, you look at Texas, we won. We were right there at Elite Eight, competing for the Final Four. Like, our goal was to win a national championship. We were right there. So my biggest thing has always been winning. So just finding ways, even if I'm scoring or not, to impact, to help the team win.
So,
was it weird the role you had at Texas?